Hi guys, just thought I'd come out for a few hours and enjoy the day. It's quite miserable, so I'm hoping that there's not that many people around. Don't know if any of you are familiar with Chesterfield, but here we are. These are the Peace Gardens behind Tapton House. This time of year, mid-July, when most of the flowers are in flower, we get quite a nice variety of colours. Of all these trees around here, and you can just hear the birdsong and the cooing of the collared doves. And no, it's stopped now. There was a lesser spotted woodpecker in the tree where you can just see through that gap. There's two tree stems. Sorry if it's a little blurry. Again, it's a little bit misty, but there we are. So here we are. I've come out just to get out of the house for a few hours. Truth be told, everyone's cooking, getting ready for my niece's birthday party in a few days. I've helped a little bit, but it was just too many chefs. But, as I say, I'm hoping the rain will put some people off, so I can go just through those gates just there, and make a little brew. The place that I'm going, or that I'm hoping to go, a few years ago I did some volunteering with the BTCV, the British Trust for Conservation Volunteers, and while we're going we did quite a bit of work, hedge laying and thinning and coppicing on this was it self-sown forest. It's just a little bit over here, but I might actually change those plans depending on how much noise we get. You can just hear the beeping in the background. You might also be able to hear in the background is my fat ass panting away because I'm out of shape. I've not been as active recently as I normally am. Well, that's my excuse anyway. So there we are. One of the other things that I'm doing, I'm on the lookout for dry material just to put in the stove. I've got a couple with me today. I've got the little micro Kelly kettle, well, the M kettle, and I've got the wood gas stove, both of which I've used before. I've got other stoves, petrol, gas, hexamine, but there's just nothing competes really, in my opinion, with the burning timber. It's also more environmentally friendly. If you think that to get the hexamine it's a oil derived chemical, if you think petrol is obviously comes from an oil well, as does LPG, but fallen timber's already on the floor, and the carbon that we're burning timber, that's it's been sequestered by the tree during its life. Twigs, like the one I've just picked up, like this one, it looks to have dropped in the autumn, so it'll be nice and dry, but also it's come from a living thing. Nothing's been harmed. If you think the oil industry, no matter how clean it tries to be, we've still got things like the Exxon Valdez and the Gulf of Mexico oil spills, and that's even before we even look at the carbon that we're burning, petrol, gas, coal, etc. It comes from what's called the geological carbon reserve. For those of you that know anything about the carbon cycle, we've got biological carbon cycle, which is carbon in the atmosphere, in the plants and trees and biological matter. It's in the soil. It's also in the top, I believe, 100 meters or 150 meters of the oceans. And all this carbon, it's floating around. It never goes anywhere. It stays where it is. We breathe it in. We use it to grow. We eat stuff that has breathed it in. It decomposes, returns to the atmosphere, returns to the sea. But the geological carbon reserves are stuff that's in the deep seas. So oil, it's been crushed into originally living matter that's been crushed and heated and crushed again under immense pressure and time. Same with coal, that's plant matter, just like these ash. If you think if this dies next year, it'll lay on its side, and all this ground, that term peaty, it won't decompose totally, but all the impurities, it'll dissipate. Now, a couple of thousand years, that'll start getting buried by quite a bit of soil, and then eventually, over several 100,000 years, this turns into coal. There we are. That's more of me falling over. If it wasn't for YouTube, I could have made 250 quid there. But, you've been framed. So yeah, the living, the biological carbon cycle, just to me shows that while burning nothing is obviously the best way forward, that's not possible. We need heat, we need I could have used a thermos flask, but that would have come from electric, which in turn would have come from coal. And it's just as efficient environmentally to burn a limited amount of wood Anyway, there we are. More of that later. But, then we've just got a little B road just here, just across this field. Originally, these were the lower playing fields, tennis courts for Tapton House School, which is just behind those trees there, where I've just come from. Tapton House School is now a business centre and a college. So obviously the playing fields don't get used. The fields get mown by the local authority every now and again. But yes, anyway, back in a moment.